All right, it is day 2 of the container build out. Yesterday I worked on a power panel, didn't get finished, but we did make some progress here. Today we are going to start putting down the paneling down the side here. So we got everything cleaned up, got everything set up outside. We got the air compressor set up, the one we got from Tucker and Sammy J. My buddy Chapman is out there getting ready. We're going to saw some paneling and start getting it all set up and then install it all the way down the wall. We're going to do the bottom first, space it up using a 2x4, and then down the middle we're going to have a board going through there for the outlets. So the paneling on top, paneling on bottom, and kind of an access board down the center. So away we go. He's going to start yelling at me because I'm screwing around with the phone, and we're going to get cutting. Check us out. All right, folks, we are done for the evening. We got one wall pretty much all the way down on the bottom part there. By the way, this video is sponsored by White Claw. White Claw, what kind of a middle-aged goofball drinks White Claw? This guy. Anyway, what am I going to do with the rest of that anyway?
Just keep it for next time.
Keep it for next time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
You got to lure me back somehow.
With White Claw. Makes me feel weird. All right, anyway, so we got the whole wall finished up here. Everything's done on this one side. Good things and bad things about this, all right? So good things is the flimsy stuff kind of worked out because the wall wasn't exactly straight. Bad things is it took us a while to figure out exactly what setting and stuff to put the nail gun on, and it didn't do the greatest job of holding it up there. Would I use this same type of board again? Probably not. I'd probably use something a little bit more heavier duty. And also I'm gonna have to go back and then, I was already planning on doing this anyway, was go back and put a strip over the edges. So that way that they look good and tight. So once I get done, I will paint this white and get that all done. So we're gonna wrap it up for the night real quick though. So you see the table saw down there? I got that in a bulk deal. You see this chop saw here? Got that in a bulk deal too. Sold a bunch of the other stuff. So essentially these two pieces of equipment were free. Once I'm done, I'll sell them too. So I had none of this equipment when I started roughly 2 years ago, and just through reselling, bought stuff at yard sales, bought stuff at bulk sales, businesses going out of business, and was able to acquire some of this stuff, and then I'll sell it. Another thing too is just generator. I got 2 generators. This one I bought at a yard sale. This one I got from Mr. Story over in West Melbourne, and the thing's been a champ. I've pretty much done the whole container with this one generator, so it's been a champ, man. I don't know like how long he's had it. It's got a bunch of stuff done to it, switches and stuff he's added, but the thing has been a champ getting everything done. So anyway, we will pick it up again. I don't know if I'll do any more this week or not, but probably maybe do the other side this week, who knows. So anyway, thanks John.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And John hopefully will be back to help me again. So throw some comments down there if you want to see John again in another video helping me out with some boards. So see ya. All right, guys, we are running out of time this week. So it's Sunday, it's around 6. I'm a little hot, a little worn out, so I'm gonna hang it up. Didn't get as far done this week as what I wanted to. John helped me install all the paneling down one side of the wall. Didn't get the other side done or even worked on. So I'm going to spend probably the next 3 days just prepping. I'm going to be running just a blade up and down, making sure everything's ready when I get somebody over here next time, to just, that way it's just, you know, bang, bang, bang on the panels. There's also some spots that have a little raised area. I'm going to use kind of a knife to get that cut back. And then up at the top here, which, see if I can point to it, you see along this line right here, where this 2x4 comes up and that 2x4 meets, there's a lot of spray in that area. So John let me borrow a, I don't know if it's called a roto blade or what these are called, but he's let me borrow this. I'll throw a name of it down there, and it's got a little blade that comes with it. So that should speed up the process. So my goal is when I get help on Wednesday or Thursday, that we're just sitting here ripping boards and then putting stuff up on the wall. The liquid nail was somewhat of a challenge. Everything went up pretty good on the walls. So a couple of things here on the, what I shouldn't have done on the I don't know if there was another way around it. So I put the 2x4s long ways into the recesses, which makes them not exactly line up on the 4x8 sheet. So we're, as you can see right here, we're ripping part of the 4x8 sheet off, which seemed to be just a little bit easier than actually doing, you know, another board behind it or a spacer board in the back of there. So that's just how we decided to do it. I'm not for sure if I did it again, if I would just, you know, space it off the wall a little bit so I get, you know, the 24-inch centers or the 16-inch centers. So that way I'm getting, you know, a good solid sheet on that stuff. A couple other things too is with using the flexible board, I'm going to put a board on top of here so you won't be able to see the gap, but it was a little wavy in areas. So, you know, was that due to us trying to do it at, you know, 10 o'clock at night? Maybe, but I think, you know, we did as good as we possibly could have done, no matter what the time was. The other thing is the liquid nail really held it up there, did a good job. We used an air gun, a nail gun, or brad gun, I think is what it's called. It did okay, but you know, it just really at some spots wouldn't hold it down all right. So, but anyway, those are just some tricks and stuff. I don't know if I did it again, if I do the same thing or just spray it, come out like an inch or so. Yeah, you're going to lose maybe like 3 or 4 inches of the width or whatever. But, you know, it comes down to, is it really worth the extra time that you're going to spend or extra materials on the other side? So I don't know. It's going to be a debate if I do one of these again, you know, even if I finish out the inside or just maybe spray it. So, but this one right here is going to turn out great. I'm really excited about it, and it's going to look really nice when I'm done. So for the rest of the day today, I'm just going to spend, you know, picking up, mowing around the lot here. Got to get everything laid out. As I mentioned before, I did have a car lot that was renting from me, which was great on the rental income, but they've kind of, with the downturn, decided not to rent anymore. So now I have the challenge of trying to finish up and get the rest of the lot rented out. So up front here, I do have a lawn maintenance company that's renting from me, which they've been excellent renters. I've been really blessed with some of the people I've had with renters, but this, you know, not only do they run a great company, they've been great renters too. So really happy with the way that's turned out with. I have some other equipment that I've had, or other trailers that I've had out here that are rented out here. So I'm going to try to relay this out in thirds. So give the lawn people the third up front, rent out the middle third, and then the back third. All these cars over here will be moved over to the other side. So that way I can maximize the rental income, because as I mentioned before, I got some things in the works. So hopefully, you know, I can kind of expand a little bit this year. Try not to jump the shark too much, but I need to grow. You know, this the reselling stuff's only going to get me so far. So I'm going to keep trying, keep working on it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up again next week, and then hopefully I'll get you a little bit further along on the shipping container so you can see that in real time.
All right, I gotta outdo you here. Is this my car? Yeah. We came to Nashville today. We went to the wrong city. And me and my BFF here, because we both crazy, went, and look what I got. Michael McWaters, do you remember this place? All right. I paid $1.99 for it. So now you look it up and tell me how much money I'm gonna make. I'm learning from you.
All right, so let's see how you did here. So I have already Googled a little bit or eBayed a little bit, see how which ones to type into. So I typed Opryland beer stein, Opryland mug, etc., etc. So let's see here for the Opryland beer stein. Oh, there looks like one very similar for 15 bucks. No. So there's not a whole lot like the one that you got, which is a good sign. Oh, there it is right there, $30 for, looks like the exact same one that you have there. So that's pretty good. But these are not sold prices, right? These are just what these are currently listed for. But I did do a pretty thorough search, and there's not a whole lot, so it's telling me that it is somewhat rare. So let's see if we can find one that's actually sold. We might have to look at mugs or steins. When I go just look at Opryland beer steins, that specific one doesn't come up. But if I go into Opryland mugs, that specific one will show up underneath the sold. Let's make sure and click onto the sold. Show only sold items apply. So the good thing is they are selling, and selling pretty recent. So let's see if we can find the actual one that you have here. Oh, there it is right there. So one sold for 20 bucks with $10 shipping. So good job on that. This is a good pickup. 10 bucks. I mean, 2 bucks compared to 20. That's a pretty good turnaround on that. So very good job, Terry. Good job. Proud of you.